Tonight, we are taking action for a Detroit woman who is dealing with a car repair nightmare.
The guy that she hired to fix her ride actually took her for a ride, and she's claiming the work he did was worthless.
Well, tonight, 7 Action News reporter Andrea Isom is working to get her money back, and she has some advice so you don't become a victim too.
26-year-old Tiaja Sims bought a car a few months back.
I have a PT Cruiser, a blue one, 2004.
And her cruiser was just cruising right along until the water pump went out. She was told the repair would be a two-pronged process, so to speak.
When I do the water pump, I have to do the timing belt. It was gonna cost about $400 to $500.
But Tiaja was hoping to come out a bit cheaper, which leads her to look on social media.
Went onto Facebook, I seen another post saying that if you need your car or motorcycle fixed, I'm the guy.
So she called him.
He said, I'll charge you $160.
So Tiaja says the next day when he arrived, she paid him in full. But that's when this good deal turned into a dud.
He gets down to it and he says, I don't have the piece to take this off.
Well, according to her, he left his tools and claimed he'd be back in the morning.
40 minutes later, he comes back and grabs his tools, and then he just drove off.
With all of her dough.
He stole parts from my car as he was supposed to be fixing it. He broke my motor mount bracket. So my car does not move. If I move it, the motor will fall on the ground. He disconnected my power steering hose. The car was left on the brick. The top of the hood was still up. The next morning, no calls, no texts, no nothing until I posted him to Facebook.
And here it is.
I said, do not trust this mechanic. He's fake. People said, don't, why did you trust him? My inbox was flooding, like, he stole $400 from me, he stole $120 from me.
Well, Lamar seemed to not take too kindly to Tiaja's testimony.
He blocks me from Facebook. His phone, when I called it, said,
You are calling cannot accept calls at this time.
So I called the police.
And Detroit PD confirmed so with me. And detectives are digging into this one. Now it was time for me to call Mr. Lamar the mechanic myself.
This is Andrea Isom with Channel 7 reaching out to you to talk about some work that you were paid to do for Miss Sims. She wants her money back. So give me a call.
And then I dialed a second number.
The subscriber you have dialed is not in service.
Tiaja feels totally duped. So Detroit police officers offer this advice to her and to you. If you are not satisfied with the work you hired someone to complete, consult a civil court. But if you become a victim of a crime in the matter, contact the cops like Tiaja did. And please read the customer reviews before you dive in. Plus,
You don't pay nobody until the job is done.
Yes, period.
I don't want it to happen to no one else.
and neither do we. In Detroit, I'm Andrea Isom, 7 Action News.
All right, good advice, ladies. If you have an issue you want Andrea or the 7 Action News team to look into, make sure you send us an email to tips@WXYZ.com. Dave?